Today marks 31 days since Allisha Watts was last seen. We've been investigating resources available to help find her, including a national database that is now being used in this case. New tonight, in just the past few hours, Charlotte-Mecklenburg police told us that it was not even their agency that put Allisha's details in that database. Channel 9's Genevieve Curtis has been looking into all this since the beginning, demanding answers from Charlotte police. And Genevieve, what more have you learned?
Allisha Watts is now in that public national database called NamUs. It's a resource that allows jurisdictions to share information about missing persons cases. Her name was just added yesterday, and in a statement this afternoon, CMPD says that it was actually initiated by a private citizen, not them. All of that comes after questions on why the tool wasn't being used earlier. 3 weeks into the investigation, the founder of the organization Black and Missing, a former police officer herself, told me she wanted to see police add Watts to that database because it brings more awareness to the case and it also provides advanced tools and resources for law enforcement. NamUs connects different agencies, medical examiners, and the public in a way that doesn't exist anywhere else. Last week, the investigator overseeing this investigation told me that CMPD is using every available resource to help find Allisha. But when we asked about NamUs, a spokesperson told me that it wasn't relevant to the case. Last week, they also sent us a statement explaining that CMPD typically uses NamUs for longer term cases or when leads have been exhausted. So when we discovered that Watts was in the database yesterday, we asked if that was an indication that all leads had been exhausted. On Twitter today, CMPD released a statement addressing our report and our questions, saying that detectives continue to actively follow investigative leads and are working tirelessly to bring resolution. And again, the entry was initiated by a private citizen. So CMPD says to ensure the accuracy of the information, they submitted an entry for Watts themselves. In that Twitter post, CMPD said that the resources provided by NamUs are mostly beneficial for cases that have gone on for more than 180 days, adding that it is CMPD's normal practice to wait 180 days before making an entry unless circumstances dictate otherwise. However, North Carolina is one of 13 states with laws requiring investigators to add missing people to NamUs. Until last month, that requirement was after 30 days missing. On July 10th, lawmakers just made it 90 days. So we asked CMPD why its normal practice for handling missing persons cases like Allisha Watts deviates from state law. We're still waiting on a response. Eric?
We know you'll keep pushing for even more answers. Genevieve, thank you. If you'd like to look at the entire timeline as we've been following Allisha Watts' disappearance and the search to find her, including all the latest information from Charlotte-Mecklenburg police about their part of the investigation,